idea of six. So if you're living on ship, you know there is particular schedule everyone has to follow, and you will just get in starting your law. If you're born in India, there is particular rituals which your parents will teach you continuously. Your environment are deciding your habits. If you're living with your bad friends, if you're living in a group of smokers, eventually you will start smoking. If you're living in a group of drunkards, you will start drinking over a period of time. The third house is governing the sixth house. That is why I always say control the third. This is where the problems are starting. Control what you're looking at from your phone, from your eyes, what you're listening. These are five senses, right? Third house, Mercury, five senses. So when your Mercury is affected, one of the senses also. Mercury, Jupiter signs, smell is affected. Mercury in Venus signs, either are affected. Sign of moon, with taste, buds are affected. So Mercury is five senses. You have to control your five senses. The music you're listening, Venus. See, the rate starts happening as soon as the Venus light comes on. So, the songs you're listening, your expressions, what you're watching, what you're listening, all these things, what you're eating. So if you control your five senses, your third house is controlled, your environment is controlled. Then comes your sixth house. So these become slowly it will become your daily habit. So it takes about 66 days. This is what the science says. 66 days if you can perform a habit, it will go in your system. You will do it subconsciously after that. 66 days if you wake up every morning, it will come in your system and you will not be able to sleep beyond 5. I mean, your body will tell you, body clock will tell you, it's 5 a.m. Wake up. Humans are adapted to change. So, when some people say, we can't wake up, this is a scientific fact. In 66 days, you can change it. So, your environment will decide your habits of every day. Your habits will decide your fortune, ninth house. So, what happens is, whatever you are doing, what is your religion? What is ninth house? Religion is what you are performing every day. Religion is set of rules. So our ancestors decided this person will not be, these people will not be able to understand spirituality very easily. So let us give us environment, let us give them rules. Whatever you are practicing every day, this becomes your religion. So that is why I always tell people wake up every morning, take shower, have some gratitude, and go to temple with something in your hand. Make it a habit. Because what we are doing, what is installing in yourself is, we're actually activating your pathway. Because now this is a daily habit becomes your fortune. And that is why there is a saying, genius is not born. Genius are created. Every day, by hard work, by persistence, by consistency, geniuses are created. Sixth house will make you nine. So once you start understanding when you fortune starts rising, when you start going up, when you start getting lighter, when you start sorting out things so beautifully, after this you can say, now it's the 12th house, now you can understand the whole world, the world of spirits, the world which is invisible. This is my spirituality. 3, 6, 9, 12. But Jupiter, the most dense planet, the most heavy planet. This is a planet where the air is extremely light. It's like a helium mix. Diverse breed. Now, when the air is light and these people come down to Earth, what happens when Jupiter is in Lagna? The person will start getting, if you're born with Jupiter Nakshatra, if you're born in Jupiter in Lagna 7th house, you will start getting problems related to cough, breathing. Reason because they're coming from the environment of Jupiter and you're coming to Earth. Earth, the air is extremely dense as compared to Jupiter. That is why you have trouble breathing. And look where the Jupiter is exalted in water. Because deep down in water, this again the atmospheric pressure will change and only light air can be there. Like diverse breathe helium oxygen mix. Jupiter gets exalted in the watery sign. So air has a great amount of control over Jupiter. And that is why if you have problems related to your pets, you have problems related to debts, like money, you give money and money got stuck. Jupiter. So the problem with Jupiter is Jupiter gets exalted in eight films. This is the quality of Jupiter. Jupiter exaltation houses Cancer, most economic heritage. Eight from it gets exalted. Now when this is happening, if you have a Jupiter in prominent position, so wherever Jupiter is in your chart, whatever you will give to other people, it will not come back in same form. Like for example, you give out money to some people. You will either get the gold back, Jupiter, either get the land back, Jupiter degradation sign, Jupiter exaltation sign, Cancer, land or property back, but you will not get the money. Jupiter transforms. Whoever Jupiter touch gets transformed. This is the quality of Jupiter in carries. So that is why there is a dictum which I called Midas touch. What is Midas touch is? This was in predictive course. Midas touch means. If your Jupiter is in the ascendant house, Jupiter aspecting ascendant, Jupiter setting in ascendant, whoever these people will work for will eventually turn into gold. Whoever these people will even fight for will turn into gold. And give you a dictum. Do not fight with Jupiter in 11 or with ascendant or with aspecting 11, 7 aspect only. Just consider it. Or do not, and I will tell you the second part of the dictum as well. Because God fight for the Jupiter. Reason being that we see the history as well. What has happened? When the person has a very strong influence of Jupiter in their chart, the person has a faith system. The person says, I will not fight against other people. Jupiter in 11 or 7th house, anybody can make food of that. It's very easy. Because all you have to do is praise them. Jupiter is in the 7th house or 7th house. And this is, these people trust. Jupiter is a belief. These people trust very easily to the people. And that is why you have to be very careful when you have Jupiter in these positions. People will take advantage of it. People will be very good on their face. And suddenly they will go like, flip out when it's going to turn back. Secondly, why do not fight with these people? Reason because gods are fighting for these people. I mean, if you see the history, Indra and his whole army was fighting for Jupiter. And that is the reason whoever fights with Jupiter and these people will faces the wrath of God. And you can test these principles. You can see wherever the Jupiter is located in your chart. For example, let's suppose you have Jupiter in 4th house. So mother has that capability that whoever has done bad to your mother will eventually turn down and go through that misery. Whoever will have cheated you in terms of the land or made fun of you in public, will face so much embarrassment in life that he can't even imagine. Because that's the karma. You do any karma against any planet, that's fine. Do not touch Jupiter's heritage. Because Jupiter rules heritage. Heritage is the one sign you wear, it's a sign of God. Jupiter is a sign of Bhagya. So whenever you are touching anyone's Jupiter, just spoiling your Bhagya with that. This is why there are so many past karma, but one of the